A digital story is told from the archive of our memories and our pictures, and it uses new media and it resurrects the ancient art of storytelling and preserves it in a form that can be passed on to other people. A digital story is about an event in your own life that is significant or humorous or life-changing, important to you, brings out a particular aspect of your life that you think other people might find interesting or valuable or useful. It's a personal journey, and on that journey there are highs and lows, there are dilemmas, there are resolutions, there are successes, there are failures, there are achievements. That's what a digital story can chart. Well, I saw my first digital story in 2001, and as someone who'd been in broadcasting and journalism for many years, I looked at this story and I thought, this is amazing. This is so different to anything that we normally do as journalists and broadcasters, because people were telling the story in their own voice with their own pictures, and there was some real authenticity about it. You just felt that it was honest, and yet it was as if I was being allowed to look behind the curtains of their home, as if they'd pulled the curtain back and said, just have a look in here. And often we walk past houses, I think, and we think, I wonder what it's like in there. And it's as if digital storytelling allowed people just to say, come in and have a little look at this corner of my life and my experience while I share it with you. And it was fascinating, and it was interesting and evocative. And then I realised that people had gained new skills, new confidence, and it had completely sort of revolutionised the way that they looked at the media and the world and themselves, and they took on a whole new idea of storytelling and how to tell their stories. In 2002, a job was advertised in the BBC for someone to be the executive producer of digital storytelling in England. So I went for the job, and thankfully I got it. And so then I was leading two teams and a project that was to run in England for a year as a pilot, and it eventually ran for 2.5 years. And at the end of it, I set up my own business called Digitstories, because I was enchanted by the process. I loved the process. I loved to see people learning new skills. I loved to see the way people's faces lit up when they saw their story at the end of a long slog of putting everything together and getting all the assets, forging the script and listening to their own voice even though they hate the sound of their own voice. And so it was that end of that process where people felt so satisfied and proud, and they now had something that they could show other people, and they could say, I made that and it's about me. And I think that was just so special that I didn't want to stop doing it. So I set up Digitstories and carried on doing it.